So what I got for you today is kind of an off-the-wall recommendation. And this is one where if you can't find Michters toasted bourbon, I'm going to recommend something to you. I don't want to talk about how much whiskey I just got on my blazer.
Hey, thanks for joining us for your dose of Weekly Whiskey with John and Jay.
Weekly Whiskey is made on Mackie. If you'd like to find out more about the top-notch studio gear we're using, you can check it out on Mackie.com.
Rock on. Yeah, thank you, Mackie. Now let's go ahead and get on into it. So what are we talking about today, John?
I want to talk a little bit about a favorite segment of mine. If you can't find this, try that. So what I got for you today is kind of an off-the-wall recommendation. And this is one where if you can't find Michters toasted bourbon, I'm going to recommend something to you. Now, this is a product that's coming in. It's a 4-grain product source. They're rolling out. They're hitting more and more states by the month. These guys are doing a killer job. We've had them on the show a couple of times. They don't know we're doing this video, so this will be a little bit of a surprise to them, I think. However, if you can't find the Michters toasted barrel bourbon, try Penelope toasted barrel finish.
Yeah, this is their barrel strength toasted. It's 4-grain barrel strength, a little bit higher proof, 115 proof. But I think this is a good sub on in. What are you thinking about it, John?
Yeah, so I mean, this checks off a lot of boxes. Retail price is great. You get a 4-grain product. This is barrel strength, toasted finish. Really cool profile. Folks who like an Indiana-style whiskey will find themselves enjoying this. It's sourced from MGP. And it really checks off a lot of great boxes as far as an enthusiast and maybe a novice are going to both find this fairly exciting and tasty at the same time. And you're not going to pay the crazy prices that the Michters toasted barrel is going.
And most importantly, you're going to be able to find this, right? Toasted bourbon, toasted rye from Michters. They don't always drop every single year. When they do, they're hard to find. They easily jump up in secondary price. And most importantly, I think they taste very similar together. I know that, toasted MGP isn't going to taste the same as that source product we're seeing in Michters. Everyone knows where that comes from, so we don't have to speak to it. But I think that they actually come out in pretty similar profile, and I think that's a lot to do with the 4-grain nature of the Penelope.
Yeah, you get a good point with that. And overall, this is just, they're both good products. They both taste right. As a dude who has not particularly scored toasted barrel stuff super high, traditionally speaking, I think these come very close together. And if you're looking at just a value prop alone, Penelope really kind of does a lot of work there for you.
Michters, they're tough for me. There's some toasted products I really like. There's some I don't like at all. They usually kind of fall in the middle for me. So the idea of having to go out and hunt for something that I'm only kind of excited about that's going to be really expensive when I could just grab one of these instead, I'm going to taste pretty close. I'm not super jazzed about that. So I'm going Penelope barrel strength toasted finish all the way, 115 proof, 4 years old. I think it's a perfect stand-in.
I'm with you on that one, man. I think it checks out all the way. And I really just don't have a whole lot of other things to say aside from if you can't find that, buy this.
Totally agree. I think if you can't find Michters toasted bourbon, buy a Penelope barrel strength 4-grain toasted instead.
Cool. Guys, thanks for catching your dose of Weekly Whiskey here with John and Jay.
Yeah, if you'd like to go ahead and become part of our community, if you'd like to support what we're doing, gain access to inside information in the whiskey world, you can go ahead and do all of this by heading over to patreon.com/thewhiskeynet.
Also, don't forget to check out our studio sponsor. That's Mackie. You can find them on Instagram at Mackie Gear or on their website, Mackie.com.
Yeah, they're making us sound great. We love having them as a sponsor, and they have everything that your studio might need. So if you're looking for more from John, you can go ahead and find him over at thebourbonfinder.com. And if you're looking for more from me, I'm Jay at whiskeyraiders.com. We're your Rotten Tomatoes of whiskey. It's been great having you today. And cheers, y'all. Thanks.
Cheers, guys.